This is the SaltyBunny and welcome to another Azur Lane video. Today, we will take a look at the new faction that just got added to Azur Lane Tempesta. That faction debut occurs during the event, Tempesta and the Fountain of Youth, running from October 26, 2023 to November 8, 2023. Tempesta is a pirate nation based on the golden age of piracy, back in our own history, spanning from the 1650s up to 1730s. Since I still want this video to be free of spoilers, I will not elaborate on how or why this faction came to be. For that you will have to play the event and see it for yourself. The faction is neutral, therefore, non-aligned with either the Azur Lane nor the Crimson Axis. The fleet is entirely comprised, so far, of sailing frigates. Their hull type abbreviation is 9, in Roman numerals. However, even if all the ships in the faction share the same hull type, their roles and fleet position varies from ship to ship. As of today, the roles included in the faction are comprised of 1 main fleet, 2 vanguards and 3 submarines. Like all the other factions, Tempesta also possess its own fleet tech fleet subsection. There, we can discover that there are actually 2 subclasses of sailing frigates, Star Wayfinder and Nebula Guardian. The faction also possess its own filter option in the docks section. Attached to Tempesta, we currently have 6 ships, 5 unique craft table augment modules, 3 Meowfficers and a few selected pieces of equipment. The stats. The sailing frigates have, generally, high firepower, decent HP, no anti-air, nor torpedo, nor aircraft power, obviously. They also range average to high for evasion, reload similar to the modern top-heavy cruisers and relatively low to medium accuracy rating. The frigates acting as submarines will have a spawn timer and duration similar to the normal subs. But, they will enter the fray and fight surfaced for the entire duration of their support phase. The ships. As I mentioned earlier, we have 6 ships in Tempesta. Royal Fortune. She was the famous Welsh pirate Bartholomew Roberts' ship. That same pirate is the inspiration for the dread pirate Roberts in the Princess Bride movie. Being the only Tempesta ship in the game for a year, she was first introduced in Azur Lane during the Halloween 2022. She is now permanently available from the Core Exchange monthly shop for 1500 cores. Part of the Star Wayfinders, this SSR ship role position is to be acting as a submarine. She comes with 3 skills. Her first one is a 2 gimmick head attack skill, Tempesta Pact. When this ship enters the battle, and every 20 seconds after that, performs a leveled special attack that slows enemies hit by 40% for 6 seconds. Damage is based on the skill's level. Increases this ship's damage dealt by 30% at level 10 for 30 seconds after entering the battle. Her second skill is the defensive, Guardian of the Deep. At level 10, decreases this ship's damage taken by 30% and increases her firepower by 20%. When this ship enters the battle, restores 40% of this ship's max HP. 5 seconds after this ship's HP falls below 50% as a result of damage taken, or 60 seconds after she enters the battle, this ship leaves the battle. Additionally, in Operation Siren the Tolls of War debuff does not affect when this ship leaves the battle. Her last skill is an all-out assault that will activate after 28 main gunshots at max limit break. Royal Fortune does not have any craftable or equipable augment modules yet. The mischievous Royal Fortune possess 2 extra skins, Treats from the Deep, her Halloween 2022 skin, and Eyes on the Prize, her Summer 2023 swimsuit. The 5 other ships in the faction are available during the Tempesta and the Fountain of Youth special event. Let's see who they all are. Golden Hind. She was an exploration ship. Launched in 1577, she was the ship Sir Francis Drake used for his circumnavigation of the world from 1577 to 1580. There is still 2 full-size replicas of the ship. One of them is seaworthy and visited the Americas in the late 80s and early 90s before she was berthed and open to visit in Southwark, London. Part of the Star Wayfinders, this SSR ship role position is acting vanguard. She is well suited for the frontmost position of the line. She is only obtainable via the event construction pool. Golden Hind has 3 skills. The first skill is Pierce the Mist Veil. At level 10, increases this ship's firepower and reload by 12%. Creates a deep domain area around this ship that decreases the enemy's speed by 20% and inflicts 30 damage every second to enemies within it when the battle starts. If there is another Tempesta ship in your fleet, this damage is doubled to 60. Her second skill is Hindhorn's Grace. At level 10, decreases this ship's damage taken by 15% and, every 18 seconds, fires a level 10 special barrage. Damage, as usual, is based on the skill's level. Once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 40% as a result of damage taken, this ship evades all attacks for 3 seconds and recovers 15% of her max HP. Her craftable augment module is Land's End Helm. Increase her firepower and evasion. The module grants her Tempesta's Blessing, which decrease her damage received from aircraft by 25%, and her overall damage taken by 10% for the first 40 seconds of the battle. It also improves her second skill to Hindhorn's Grace Plus. The normal skill is replaced by it, and now, decreases this ship's damage taken by 15% and, every 18 seconds, fires a leveled special barrage. Damage is based on the skill's level. Enemies hit by this barrage take 8% more damage from your Tempesta ships for 6 seconds. Once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 50% as a result of damage taken, this ship evades all attacks for 3 seconds and recovers 15% of her max HP. Her last skill is an all-out assault that will activate after 30 main gunshots. Golden Hind is the Tempesta ship girl who is the most open in displaying her affection for her darling commander. Her optional skin is from the Halloween 2023, Forlorn Femme Fatale. Mary Celeste. She is our in-house ghost ship. Deep into mystery, disheveled but seaworthy, she was discovered, unmanned and adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, near the Azores, in December 1872. Also part of the Star Wayfinders, this SSR ship role position is acting submarine. Mary Celeste is obtainable from the event construction, at a lower 0.5% chance. You can also get her from the event shop for 8,000 old gold coin. Additionally, she can drops from the map D6 Last Boss and your daily SP map. Mary Celeste possesses 3 skills. Her first one is Unseen Phantom. At level 10, increases this ship's damage dealt by 20%. When this ship is attacked, 50% chance for this ship to enter the phantom state. This state increases her evasion rate by 10% and lasts for 5 seconds. When this state ends, fires a level 10 special barrage. Damage is based on the skill's level. There is a 15 seconds cooldown between phantom state activation. Her craftable augment module is Ghost Ship's Scythe. The module improves her HP and hit. It will grant the mod effect, Tempesta's Protection, which decrease this ship damage taken by aircraft by 15%. When the battle starts, deploys a shield that will last 6 seconds and can block up to 6 enemy shells. The module also improve and replace her first skill to Unseen Phantom Plus. The effects are an increase of damage dealt by 20%. When this ship is attacked, 50% chances of this ship to enter Phantom state. This state increase her evasion by 10% and last 5 seconds. When this state ends, one random enemy is chosen and, for 5 seconds, Mary Celeste deals 15% increased damage to this enemy and fires a leveled special barrage. Damage is based on skill level. This barrage always deals critical damage. There is a 15 seconds cooldown between activations. Her second skill is the defensive, Ghost Ship of the Deep. At level 10, when the battle starts, increases this ship's firepower by 10% and restores 25% of her max HP. When this ship's evasion rate increases as a result of her skills activating, restores 5% of this ship's max HP. Once per battle, 5 seconds after this ship's HP falls below 40% as a result of damage taken, or 60 seconds after she has entered the battle, summons a ghost ship which copies some of this ship's stats, then this ship leaves the battle. The ghost ship lasts for 5 seconds, does not attack, and the percentages of stats it copies increases based on the skill's level. Her last skill is her all-out assault. It activates once every 40 times the main guns are fired. Our ghost ship Fu have the Grim Knight's Reaper skin for Halloween 2023. Whydah. Launched in 1716, she is also known as Hind Galley. She was the pirate ship used by Samuel Black Sam Bellamy. She unceremoniously ended her career by being ran aground during a bad storm. In Azur Lane, she is the lowly ship girl, borderline neat. That relatively lazy ship Fu is also part of the Star Wayfinders. This elite ship role position is acting submarine. She is only obtainable via the event construction pool. Whydah also have 3 skills, reflecting her peculiar personality. The first skill is, for a good night's sleep. At level 10, when the battle starts, and every 10 seconds, performs a leveled special attack, damage is based on the skill's level. Her craftable augment module is, Portable Little Guys. It increase her HP and reload. It will grant the mod effect, Tempesta's Protection, which decrease this ship damage taken by aircraft by 15%. When the battle starts, deploys a shield that will last 6 seconds and can block up to 6 enemy shells. The module replaces and improve her first skill to, For a Good Night's Sleep Plus. When the battle starts, and at every 10 seconds, perform a leveled special attack, damage based on skill level. As long as at least one enemy hit by this attack is afloat, decrease Whydah damage taken by 25%. Her second skill is, What a Pain. At level 10, increases this ship's firepower by 15%. When the battle starts, restores 8% of her max HP once per second for 5 seconds. 5 seconds after this ship's HP falls below 30% as a result of damage taken, or 45 seconds after she has entered the battle, this ship leaves the battle. The last skill is her all-out assault that, at max limit break, will activate every 40 times her main gun is fired. Our lowly ship girl have the Halloween 2023 optional skin Lazy Pirate Angel. Adventure Galley. Launched in 1695, she was a pirate ship captained by William Kidd, that turned to piratery after a disappointing time as an unsuccessful privateer. Poorly maintained, the ship was left to sink in 1698. In-game, this fiery frigate is of elite rarity and acts as vanguard. She is also affiliated with the Star Wayfinders. You can obtain Adventure Galley from the Point Accumulation Exchange. The first copy is rewarded for 10,000 accumulated old gold coins. Her first skill is Claws of Mistrust. At level 10 it reads, increases this ship's evasion by 10%. When this ship fires the weapon in her first main gun slot, additionally fires a level 10 special barrage, damage is based on the skill's level. This skill activation slot is not mentioned in game, but according to the wiki, it's her first gun slot. Her second skill is Treasure of the Loyal Protector. At level 10, it increases this ship's evasion rate by 7%. Once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 35% as a result of damage taken, restores 8% of this ship's max HP. Her craftable augment module is the handwritten note. It increases her firepower and hit. The module grants her Tempesta's Blessing, which decrease her damage received from aircrafts by 25%, and her overall damage taken by 10% for the first 40 seconds of the battle. The module also improve and supersede her second skill to Treasure of the Loyal Protector Plus. Increases this ship's evasion rate by 7%. Once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 50% as a result of damage taken, restores 8% of this ship's max HP. Also once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 35% as a result of damage taken, restores 8% of this ship's max HP. Her last skill is Surprise. An all-out assault. It activates once every 20 times the main guns are fired at max limit break. Our Spirited Claw Girl have, for Halloween 2023, the optional skin, Carnival Under the Blood Moon. I guess that, with this outfit, she can compete with Rune for the Yandere Cup. And finally, the last ship in the list is São Martinho. That Portuguese galleon was the flagship of Duke of Medina Sidonia, Commander-in-Chief of the Spanish Armada, 1580. In Azur Lane, São Martinho is an SSR frigate, and the sole member of the Nebula Guardian sub-faction. She is the only ship acting as main fleet frigate from Tempesta. Her skill set is oriented toward being the Tempesta's flagship. She is only obtainable via the event construction pool. Her first skill is Untarnishable Brilliance of Gold. At level 10 the skill reads, when the battle starts, deploys a barrier that will last 30 seconds. That barrier can negate up to 10% of this ship's max HP in damage, and also increases this ship's firepower by 10% and decreases her damage taken by 20% until the battle ends. While this ship is afloat, increases your Tempesta ship's firepower and damage dealt by 10%. Her second skill is Peerless Cannons of Destruction. Trust me, this skill name is self-descriptive. At level 10, when the battle starts, if there are 2 or more Tempesta ships in your fleet, decreases the loading time of this ship's first volley by 80%. When this ship fires her main guns, fires a level 10 special barrage, damage is based on the skill's level. Her craftable augment module is the Lance of the Golden Age. It increases her HP and hit. It grants her the Tempesta's Resurgence ability. That decreases her damage taken by aircrafts by 20%. Once per battle, 40 seconds after the battle starts, restore 8% of her maximum HP. The module also improve and replace her second skill to Peerless Cannons of Destruction Plus. The effects are to decrease the loading time of this ship's first volley by 80% and changes her armor type to medium armor. When this ship fires her main guns, fires a leveled special barrage with a 10% chance to inflict a special flooding ailment to enemies hit for 18 seconds, Barrage and flooding damage are based on this ship's firepower stat and the skills level. Flooding damage procs once every 3 seconds. Our glorious Tempesta flagship also have her Halloween 2023 outfit. The Golden Shadow. Meowfficers. In addition to the 5 new ships, Tempesta also provides with 3 new Meowfficers. Kid, available from the Swashbuckler's Retreat Commemoration Hut. You will need to clear the event map D6 with 3 star to obtain Kid. That SSR cat has the skills Certified Privateer that increases mobility, accuracy and decrease damage taken. Drake, another SSR cat, is available from the event shop for 3,000 old gold coins. Drake possess the skill, Towards Land's End. Assigned to a fleet with at least 1 Tempesta ship, decrease the damage taken on flagship, increase the 9's main fleet battleships or equivalent firepower and evasion. And Bellamy. That Meowfficer has the skill Breakneck Sam. The effect are comprised of, increase area of submarine reach, as command cat for submarines, restores HP and increases accuracy. This one is also available from the Swashbuckler's Retreat Commemoration Hut. You will need to amass 15,000 old gold coins to obtain this elite cat. The gear. There is only a few pieces of gear that can be equipped on Tempesta's ships. Most modern stuff is a huge no-no. The main fleet main gun is the old dummy cannon. Can only be equipped on San Martino. The gold version is available in the event shop for 2,000 old gold coins. The regular Vanguard's main guns are coming in 2 flavors, the old heavy cannon, slower to fire with higher damage. The gold versions are available from the point accumulation milestones and the event shop. There are 2 available in the shop and they sell for 1,000 old gold coins each. 12-pounder long gun, fast firing, lower damage. This was available during Royal Fortune initial and rerun events. For the auxiliaries, once again the choice is rather limited. The Tempesta special gear include, the Nautical Telescope, increase area of submarine reach, from Fountain of Youth milestones. The Tempesta's flag, gives close proximity firepower, available from Royal Fortune Secret Shipyard. Fruit rations, that provides HP and heals. This is available in the Fountain of Youth event shop. 2 are buyable for 1,000 old gold coin each. Sail components, giving HP and evasion. Available during Royal Fortune initial and rerun events. Round shot, increase ammunition counter by 1, firepower and reload. This equipment was also available during Royal Fortune initial and rerun events. The standard auxiliaries that can be used on sailing frigates are, repair kits from all tiers. Naval camouflage. Fire suppressor from all tiers. The other possible auxiliaries are mainly coming from collaboration events, memento collection, and mini events rewards. Well, that's about it for what we have on Tempesta for now. Besides a nice lot of pretty interesting ships, that might prove to be quite fun to play around with, during the Fountain of Youth event, feel free to go in the Swashbuckler's Retreat and look for the minigame. I personally find that it is one of the coolest side activity we had in a long time. Besides that, if it's your thing, you should pay attention to the main story. This time around we are taking a departure from our usual all-star cast of lore-driven stories. After been through the super large character cast and claim and So's 8D chess game during Fool's Scales, this time around in Tempesta and the Fountain of Youth, we embark on a refreshing little self-enclosed and entertaining adventure. This is pretty much all I had for you today, so, If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. If you did not really cared about any of this stuff, thank you for watching and reaching this point. This was the SaltyBunny and thank you for watching the video. We're done for now.